Now, a new study reveals Britain as one of the toughest countries to live when it comes to paying taxes. The research shows that some households are paying around 73% of their income into tax with no hope of getting valuable benefits in return. Shocking if you're one of those families. Let's talk live to RT's Polly Boyker. She's in London. Polly, hi there. Break it down for us. What do these numbers mean for UK families? The headline figure there, extremely disturbing.
It's a harrowing figure, Kevin. Yes, up to 73%. That's the amount of tax that your average British household pays. What's an average British household? That's 2 kids, 2 parents with 1 breadwinner. So a lot of, people who are just trying to raise a family being clobbered by this tax. That goes towards your income tax, your national insurance. And what it all tallies up to is it means that some families are paying or are getting back as little as 27p for every £1 that they earn. So a demoralising figure, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a graph here, at least 50 countries on it, and sure enough, the UK is coming up top, well over 70% tax. I'll tell you who's at the bottom later. But how does this differ from other European countries with high taxation?
Well, a lot of other European developed countries, they also pay a high rate of tax, but nowhere near as high, as you said, as the UK. We've got Germany that pays around 48% tax. The Netherlands. Germany pays around 40%. Average families there pay in tax. But the feeling amongst a lot of British families is that they just don't get back as much as people in other countries do. There's a lot of cuts to local services, councils having to cut services, inflation going up, lots of families on the brink of fuel poverty just trying to figure out how they're going to pay for Christmas. And a lot of experts saying that the UK is now the worst place to facilitate the creation of an aspirational nation. So very difficult for just these hard-working families that are trying to raise their kids.
So what's the government doing about it, if anything? Are there any plans on the horizon to help the people that fit into this category?
Well, unfortunately, Kevin, the government hasn't done very much. They've spoken before about recognising marriage within the tax system, but that hasn't happened yet. And it's making things very difficult. It means there are no tax breaks for these families. Now, we spoke to a few Londoners today on the streets and asked them about how they feel about how much tax they pay. Let's take a listen.
I'm not particularly looking for us personally to pay less. I just think that it should be fairer across the board. More people should pay proportionately to what they have.
It could be better if it's less, but then again, what can we do?
We're not getting anything from it really, because it's all going, feels like it's all going to the fat cats and the bankers, and like all the communities are just disappearing. So there's nothing for the kids nowadays. They're not growing up to get anything. So we're putting money into the tax, paying all this tax and not getting anything.
So as you can see, a lot of people are just extremely frustrated that they aren't getting any of their local services back. It's a demoralising figure, and as the government had promised to recognise marriage, to provide some of these tax breaks, they haven't done that yet. And in the run-up to Christmas, with prices on the rise, food prices, fuel prices, just the price of heating a family's home, this is very, very bad news, and a lot of people feeling extremely frustrated about it, Kevin.
Polly, just looking at this graph again, the agency that carried out this research, guess where the best place is to live in the world where you pay the least tax? Want to pluck one out of the air? I'll tell you, it's Chile. It's Chile. Santiago, 28 degrees there as well. The weather's nice too this time of year. Maybe we should all pack up, go there, eh? Polly Boyker, live from London.
I think it's time to pack up, yeah.
Thank you ever so much. Cheers.